Flosstube. Get ready for a long one.
I'm Alina.
I'm Connie.
And this is Count Twice.
Stitch Once.
All right. So we just got back from Galleria yesterday. So we're covered and surrounded by our piles of crap. And they can't even be hidden from the view of the camera.
And we're a little tired still. But it was fun. We had a good time. We got to meet a lot of people and bought way too much stuff. At least I did. And
I didn't do too bad.
Didn't do a lot of stitching.
No, not at all.
Ran around.
Yeah.
So we'll
I think we're gonna start first with before
Galleria
stuff.
So I have a few things for that, finishes. These are the things that I started for Christmas stitching in July. With this little, supposed to be lighted Santa, because these beads were supposed to be like lights, I guess, but I put...
Like light?
Yeah, I put jingle bells on mine. I thought it was much cuter with jingle bells.
Oh, that doesn't make any sense to me anyway. I like the jingle bells.
Yeah. So that's my little Santa finished.
I'm gonna put your box next to you so we have a place to put this stuff when you're done.
Then I got, this one is Jolly Snowman. Finished that one. And then I finished Bird Lovin' Snowman. These were all kits that my sister has already done, and then she gave me all of her 200 and some kits.
Like the charts.
Minus the paper and the beads, and I got my own beads and my own floss and my own paper and did them. That's all I have for finishes.
I have nothing.
Well, I have another finish, but it's in my other thing.
Who's surprised by the fact that I have nothing? Not me. So I'll show my whips. Well, I'm sure I've worked on other stuff, but this is what I remembered, and I wasn't in the mood to hunt it down because I'm too tired. So I worked on Christmas rules. I know I finished the block that says share your toys and started on the one that says listen for reindeer. So the lighting in here is not the best, but
Turning out cute.
so I'm getting close to being done. This is 3 more blocks after this one, so I want to finish it before Christmas, so I'm going to keep trying to work on that, and we'll see where I get to. And then, for one of the Magical Stitches homeworks, I know I started this for that, and so this is a new start. It's on Rosewood Manor Sunrise.
Ready to.
And that was my start that I got to on that one. Not a huge start, but some progress. I might have started this before. I don't know. I've been working on it for Magical Stitches stuff.
That's
so
good.
it's looking good. Good start. Long way to go. Because it basically fills up this whole fabric. So, and then the other stuff that I worked on, I know I worked on this for other stuff, and I worked on it while we were at Galleria, so I'll just show it now. But I'm getting some good progress on the other piece. I didn't bring the chart in here, Sunset by Rosewood Manor, so
It's about half done.
I've been working on that part in the middle where that second sun, that half a sun is, so I'm getting there.
It's pretty.
Yep, once I finish all this side of that, I'll be a little over halfway done, so
But you had to tear some out at Galleria.
yeah.
As did I.
Sleep deprivation. Those are really all I had to
All
show
your
off
whips?
before
Um,
Galleria.
I did have another finish. Those were my fully finished, but this I worked on and actually finished. It's in my Amazon project bag. A cheap project bag. Oh, I got 10 new ones and then I totally filled them up. But this is Just Chillin' by Praiseworthy's Stitches. And I was going to try to get this fully finished, but time ran out and it's kind of a process to finish, but there's the two faces, and then I have to stick them together and
Put the hat
put
on.
the hat on it and do all this other stuff. And I said, okay, maybe when I get back from vacation, I will finish that. And then I have other whips, but should I talk about them?
Sure.
Okay, these were all my whips for the September acrostic from 24 Hours of Cross Stitch. And if you don't know, Jen Lee does 24 Hours of Cross Stitch, and then she puts an acrostic up every month. And then you can pick your time or your amount of stitches you want to do, and then fill in, get creative and for the letters, and then you can just do whatever you want. So,
You want to go in order?
yep, this is my first one.
Oh, you got them in order.
This is my first one. This was Frida Frosty, and the acrostic word was shorter days, and this is S for Snow Woman, and that is her. I finished her doing the acrostic for, I think I did 240 minutes. That's mainly what I did on all of them, was 240 minutes. And my next one for H, shorter days, was Halloween Rules. There's some of it. So I did H for Halloween, H for Haunted House, which I was working on, Visit a Haunted House, and that was it for the H. I also used this one for the R, and that was for rules, for Halloween rules. And used it for the T on Halloween rules for the tree. And then I used it on the R again for rules. And then that was all I used it on. But I got this whole section finished and started on this section. So I thought I did pretty good. I think I had a little bit of this to finish, but not a lot. So I got all that done, sewed my buttons on and everything. So that was that one. That was fun. I didn't really want to stop because I was liking working on it, but I couldn't really, my brain was fried and I couldn't think of how to fit it in for all these other letters. So I was like, nah, just do something different. So
This
for,
one's next.
okay, this one is for the O and shorter days. This is, I'm not even going to try to pronounce all that stuff.
Halloween pin keeps.
It basically means 6 characters in search of Halloween in English. It's in Italian. And Gary of the Sunshine Stitchers has this hanging on his wall behind him in the lab there. Flosstube. And that's how much I got done with that. I was working on the ghost that has the owl, so I use O is for owl. Yes, and it is on 32 count Mercury. Then I did the E, Satsuma Street, Eye of Newt, E for eye. And I was also working on this at Galleria, so I have a little more done. I actually did all of this black in the wrong color, so then I had to rip it out because I did it in the background color instead of black, so took it out. And then I had the white line up here,
So you can talk.
and then I had to take that out so it was in the wrong spot. That's why you don't stitch much at Galleria.
Clearly, we both had issues with that.
So that was my E, and then I am taking this on vacation where I was hoping I would finish it at Galleria, and if I would have been able to concentrate, I could have finished
Yeah,
it,
you
but
could've.
I could not concentrate, so I did not finish it. Okay, for the D, I used Candy Corn of Mischief, which was also, this is one of my purchases because I purchased this from
Silver needle.
the Silver Needle in Oklahoma, and also Cheryl McKinney and Kathy Crafty Cat Stitcher were doing this as a stitch along, and I was late to the stitch along. I don't think too many people were doing it, but I decided to do it, and I finished it. Not all for the D. I put Halloween is a day in fall that we celebrate with candy corn. That's how I put that one in. I don't know how creative that was, but hey, it worked.
I got your next one, sorry.
Jen doesn't care what you do, really, so. Then my next one
Where's
was
the
Barbara Anna. I don't know, pictures. I'm probably in one of these pieces of. Yeah, there it is. Barbara Anna, Witch Cat. And I used this for the A because Anna and cat has an A in it. And also Halloween is in autumn, so sorry. And this is how much I got done with that. Not a whole lot. Trying to get the tail done, but I did not succeed. And I do not remember, oh, this is 40 count. Picture this plus pewter. That I got from Lindsay Metz. And then my next thing that I worked on, I really worked on the last thing first, but was Yuletide Shanty for the Y as in days and Yuletide. So it worked. And I had already done all of the wave action across the top and the starfish. But I got the whole tree and part of the sand done. The coral tree and the sand. So I thought I did pretty good on that one. It was fun. That one is on 32 Splash Lugana from Picture This Plus. And these are all in my cheap Amazon project bag. And then for the S in days, I did Minerva, and that is because she is a witchy sea witch. She's a witchy mermaid who lives under the sea. So I love her. And this is all I got done on her. And then I realized that I probably should have done it this way instead of this way. But it will fit. I made sure. I counted it out. Okay, sure. This is on 28 count Joblin Babbling Brook. And that's because I did not want to fill in all this blue, so I'm just doing it all in blue. I was excited to work on her. I'll put it in there later. Okay, that was my September project. I got it all finished last night. I was happy about that.
And Mom got me a present.
So purchases pre-Galleria. I got this one from the Silver Needle. I ordered it, but hers was on back order, so she just got the candy corn.
So I can start that.
I ordered my candy corn and mischief, and then I also ordered Witch's Hat of Bats and Booze.
Bats and cats.
Bats and cats, sorry. Bats and Booze.
Close enough.
By Bent Creek. But I haven't started that. I'm saving it for vacation. So I will take that on vacation with me and hopefully finish it. They're easy to do because they're on big count and all that. So also my previous Galleria purchases were, I bought this pearl cotton because my candy corn and mischief had the wrong floss. Instead of having this, well actually this is not the right color either, but the color that it had was a darker gold. Actually, Melina's had the right one.
Did it? Oh.
Mine had a teal color.
And it's for the pumpkin mouths and stuff.
Yeah,
was
and
where
mine
it's
had this
supposed to go.
teal color. It was the wrong. It was off by like 40 number. I don't know, instead of being
626, it was, or that's not right, but it
Yeah,
was like
Ford.
646
Yeah,
or something.
So I bought these at Michael's to use, and I use this one, so I'm giving them to Melina to see if
Case
she
I wanna
wants to
change
use
it.
them on hers. And also, when I was at Michael's, my husband convinced me that I needed to buy this whole DMC Etoile kit because it had my 40% off coupon, so it ended up being fairly inexpensive for all these colors. And I think I've taken a couple out because I've put them in some projects I'm taking on vacation, but I guess I only took one out. But, oh, they're so pretty. All the sparkly Etoile.
See it sparkling a little bit.
Yeah, a little. So I was excited about those, but I don't know that I really needed them. But
You got them now.
I got them, so I use a few. Ow. And then I also ordered from 123 Stitch. It was mainly floss, so I got some perforated paper for all of those Christmas ornaments and Brooks Book switches. Not that exciting. Then I also ordered this magazine because Melina actually saw this on,
Somebody's post on Instagram
and it was,
shared that witch, and I knew Mom liked those witches, and I was like, I don't think I've seen this
and
one.
I've never seen this one either. So when she showed me that, it was only in this magazine, and it's one of Brooks Books witches, so of course I had to get it. And so I had to get the whole magazine, and it was kind of expensive, but I don't care. Now I have the witch. Mindy, Michelle Bindi was doing a D-stash at Mindy's Needlepoint Factory in Eugene, Oregon. It's a card. And so, of course, I had to go on the D-stash and order a few things, which I would have gotten more, but you had to be quick on that. Me please, me please. So I got this sugar plum fairy from Brooks Books and the Spirit of Giving Angel by Brooks Books. Thought they would be pretty for Christmas, and my daughter was in the Nutcracker, and so thought she might like that. My daughter Lisa. So I got those two things from that. That was fun, and then I've been on a buying spree. I have to stop. I also ordered from Under the Sea Fabrics because somebody on Instagram showed this beautiful, beautiful fabric. Oh, I love it. I don't know, the camera isn't doing it really justice, but it's so pretty.
The lighting, yeah, it's kind of close like that.
But this is Midnight Mermaid Opal Linen 40 count.
You got that in 40 count? What are you gonna put on here?
I don't know. I just loved it. So I got it. Then I also got this one. So pretty. What's that one?
This is 28 count Lugana in Caribbean Tides. And that's also an opal.
So pretty. Look at that. I love that one. I love them all.
The colors aren't coming quite as they look in
No, because
person.
they're
but
pretty. They're a lot darker, I think. Than that. And then I got this 25 count
Lugana.
I don't know why I got 25 count. I don't know. But I got 25 count Lugana in Ice Princess. And that one definitely isn't coming across the color it is. It's like a light purple.
No, you can't. It's getting way too
Yeah.
washed out.
You know what? I don't know why I got that either. I just thought it was pretty.
You can kind of tell right there a little bit.
Yeah. So, I don't know. But I can use them for something.
25 count.
I like it 25 count. I probably hit the wrong button. Yeah, that's what I do.
Alright,
So yes, so now
where do we
on
want
to
to start?
Galleria. Should we start with our bags we got
Sure.
to get there?
So,
So we got the membership.
yeah.
Whoops. Everything came
So our
flying out.
membership came with our lanyard for our entry,
Yep.
which we could wear with our name on it and where we were from. So
Yeah.
that, and then
Galleria. And then we got these bags. Everything was in this bag.
which we like these kind of bags anyway, so
Yeah.
I'm happy about it.
But mine already broke.
What?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
My tab fell off.
we could glue it back in there.
Yeah.
In the bag,
And then
was-
we got raffle tickets
oh
too.
yeah, I threw mine away. In the
But
bag was
we
this
don't want anything.
notepad,
Yeah, we got this notepad.
a little pin.
Says Galleria. Comes the pin.
We got, I don't know where I threw that thing.
We got this little floss ring. Guess you could use it
Got
for
some
a
charms.
scissor fob or whatever. Has a little pumpkin and a 2019 bling. And then save your dates for next year, September 16th through 19th, 2020. Although one of my friend's son is getting married that weekend, so that really bums me out because he's getting married in Georgia. Like he didn't talk to me first. And then we also everyone got this Garon tote and bag needle minder because they were very generous and gave one to everyone who attended, which I heard there were over 600 people that came. You know, not everybody stayed the whole time, or some people just came for a day or whatever, but it's quite a few people.
It's a lot.
It was pretty busy.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, this wasn't in the bag, but Laura and Katie Landis from Love Me More Studio gave us one of their new cards for their
Which
new
are
business, which are really pretty.
They also gave me this bookmark.
So I thought those were gorgeous.
Yeah.
They
Really
make
good, really cute stuff.
If you watch Michelle Bendy, you'll know they make book sleeves, and she likes to keep all her projects in book sleeves. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them.
Yep, I have one for that I use for my
And if you
iPad.
use the code
My
BENDY10, you
iPad
can get money off.
Look, new rep right here. Rep assistant.
Helping you out. All right. Should we talk about purchases from Galleria or the...
Well, I'm gonna show what I worked on while we were there.
Okay.
That I haven't
Well, the
shown.
only thing I worked on was the Eye of Newt.
So
I didn't get much
in the
done.
car on the way there, I worked on this Glendon Place plum pudding. It's upside down, not fixing it. And this is how far I got on that. Kind of looks like a pot leaf right now. I won't one bend.
It does look like a pot leaf.
And then my aunt was making these needle minders, so she gave me this little sugar skull needle minder she made when we were on our way there. It's really cute.
Cute.
So I just worked on a couple of those little leafy looking things on that one. And then on the way home and a little bit while we were sitting, I worked on sunsets most of the time while we were in there, but on the way home and a little bit there I worked on this. So I have the this base part fully
Yeah, that was
stitched
really pretty.
in and worked on some more of the blues in the bird. So
That's really cute.
loving the 40 count still. Every time I start working on this, I don't want to switch back to anything else because it's fun to work on 40 count. Okay, that was all I worked on while we were there.
All right.
So I didn't make much progress on anything because we were overtired. There was a lot of
Yes.
talking happening that didn't really make you stitch very well. When you did stitch, then you ended up having to rip it back out. So that's okay. The talking was more fun than
Yeah. We had fun. We kept getting up and running around and going. There were 2 stitching rooms, well, kind of 3, maybe 4. I don't know how you want to count them, but
Yeah.
there was one that was kind of like behind the bar area in the hotel, and then there was another actual room. And then there was a tiny room off of that room, and there was actually a tiny room off of the room behind the bar that looked like a board meeting room. So I had these really big, cushy, high chairs, and there were ladies in there. We were like, yeah, maybe we should have moved into there.
They kept opening up more rooms just because there were so
Yeah,
many
there were
people
so
there.
many
There wasn't
people.
enough spaces for everybody
Yeah.
to sit. So it was nice that there were more rooms opened up.
Right, and so we kept, and then they had a free table in the room, the other room that actually had doors and stuff on it. So we kept running in there and getting stuff and looking and see, because people kept bringing new stuff and all that into that room, and it was fun going in there. And plus, we knew people in there from. Well, one of the ladies in there was from our local stitching group.
2 of them.
Well, Ruth hasn't been there in a while, but she was there too, and so we went in and talked to them, and then we got to meet some more people sitting at their table that were actually from Bloomington
Yeah.
Normal, and so we got to meet them, and hopefully we'll see them again. And
But yeah, it was
it was
a lot of
fun.
stitching. I'm gonna show what I got off the free
All
table.
right, I'll show my stuff.
So some of this I think I was intending to give it to Mom, so I'll probably just pass it over to her after I show it anyway. So I was like, how did I have this? So I got this little tiny prairie schooler and a
Isn't
canoe.
that cute?
That was from
Oh,
Mom.
that was for me. Thanks.
And I got this Santa, and it had a charm on it. A heart in hand.
That's
Santa.
cute.
I got that for you.
Nope.
And this heart in
I don't
hand.
need any help.
Another Santa for that I also got from Mom.
Oh my gosh.
But I mean, you know, if I want to stitch it, I'll just come grab
Yeah,
it.
there you go.
Then I got this little Mill Hill heart. It's just a
That's
chart, but it's pretty. And I got this Alexander Adelaide Winter Bouquet. And it's pretty. And then the same designer Arabesco, which this is really, really pretty. I think I might actually want to stitch this one soon. It's pretty. I got Silver Creek samplers. What's the name of this? I don't know. Fleece on Earth. Fleece on Earth. And that's cute. And Plum Street sampler, Hare's Hunt. I like those tulips, but I'm not real sure about the bunnies. I got this magazine because it had cute Christmas ornaments in it.
I have a lot of cute Christmas ones.
We have a free chart that Beth Twist was handing out that I'm not going to show the chart, but it was cute. It says, every damn pumpkin. That's really not from the free table, but I had it in this pile.
Yeah.
This was on the table, Rosewood Manor, Seasons of Trees, so I got that. 'cause it's
Yeah, they
cute.
have some awesome stuff on the free table.
And then my aunt had accidentally bought 2 of these charts, and she was going to put one on the free table, and I said, you can put it on my free table. So,
So she did.
so she did. So that's Nevermore by Lila Studio.
My sister gave me this chart that she got off the free table, and it is by Homespun Elegance, and it actually came from the store that was in Bloomington that shut down. So I thought that was kind of funny. Then I found this on the free table, or did you give me one? Somebody.
I don't remember.
I don't know. It was confusing. But I thought this acorn was cute. The squirrel was okay, but I really like this acorn. And then Melina, I think, got me this one.
Somebody. Most of them were either me or Vicky.
Yeah.
We were in there together, so we were kind of like, oh, Mom might like this, and throwing them in the pile for her.
And it actually even has some of the threads left, so that was good. It's the drawn thread. And then actually, Teresa Shakespeare's Peddler had this for sale in her room, but it was on the free table. Spot the Cat.
It's a little
by Lonnie
crinkled,
Dodd.
but it'll still
Yeah,
work.
it's wrinkled, but I don't care. So I loved that cat. And then I found this one, I know, because I thought it was kind of cute. It was, all the stuff was on paper.
I got that for you.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you
No, because I said, oh, these are all on paper. Mom will probably like it.
did. Anyway, the cute little ghosties hanging from the tree and all that stuff. That's cute. Well, I know I got this one.
I know you did. Maybe you did get that other one, but I feel like I did.
All right, where you got it? Who knows?
Doesn't really
The
matter.
reason I got this book was because come back. Like that. If I can find it. Was this. I love it. And this is the glories of cross stitch. But they have some awesome songs. And I liked it. And the moon. So cute. So that's mainly the whole reason I got this book. So someday it might be back on a free table. You just never know. This one's pretty too. It has all the phases of the moon. Like that one. So that was the free stuffs.
Round robins.
So we signed up for the round robins. I signed up for 1 and 3. It was just like, Melina's like, she didn't care which ones, and I said, I didn't care. So I said, I'll do 1 and 3, and Melina, you can do 2 and 4. So my first round robins were all these things. And what a round robin is at the Galleria is the designers come in, and in the first one we had 6 designers that came in, and then they each talk about their project for about 10 or 15 minutes, and then they introduce the next person, and the next person comes in and talks about their project. So this one did not have a picture of her chart, or she didn't have a picture of it, but it's on a bracelet, and then it came with all the floss and the linen and the chart and the beads, and she tells you like how to put it together and how she puts it together, and she talked a little bit about how she blanket stitch hers on because she does not like glue. And this was by Noteworthy Needle. And so that was the first project that we got. If you hear thunking, that's Melina's dog. I don't know what she's doing.
She's whining. They were looking in the other room.
Wandering around. Then, oops, it came on this little bag, which broke. And the next, well, I don't really know what was next.
It doesn't matter what order it was.
I don't know. It doesn't really matter what order it was in. I did write it down somewhere, but. And this one was from the JVW collection. It came packaged in this cute little bag, and it is these little skating pockets. And she told us how she made the cording for the ribbon, and then how she assembled this with the little pocket, so you can either put like a gift card or candy cane or a little something something in the pocket. And then this is one that she did over 1, and this one's the over 2. And then all the stuff with the needle and the finishing fabric and the floss and the rickrack. So that was that one, which I thought was really cute, and I liked it a lot. Then this is another one we got. This is from Nikki's Creations. This one, she gave us this little, it's a needle book, which she said a lot of times she's traveling, and when she's flying, of course, from Italy, she has to have things that are very flat. So she had some cardstock, and then the chart to make this the little bird. And you know, if you know Nikki's creations, she likes to use a lot of this checked fabric. And she has all the floss and all the finishing stuff for that. And the chart, of course. And then the first one, did I say we got 6 designs? This was another one we got, was by Heartstring Samplery from Beth. It had gorgeous fabric in there and all the floss. And she said if we didn't like the original chart, that we could come and get the free chart. But she was basically giving everybody the free chart anyway. So I'm probably going to put every day I'm pumpkining on here because I thought that was funny. That was more me. And then the other one we got was by Cross Stitch Antiques. And it was this beautiful reproduction, because she said she does not do smalls. She does large samplers. She also has 14 children. So she gave us a lot of different pieces of the sampler that we can stitch. And then she gave us all the flosses and this beautiful fabric. It's kind of got a rosy, pinkish tint to it. It's really pretty. Mine is I'm not that into samplers, so I'll probably use this for something else. But it was nice to get all that stuff with it. So that was that one. And then the last one was this jar, which I didn't take out or take it out together. This is the picture of it. She uses beads, and it has little white pumpkins and all of the finishing things in this jar to make it. You can either make it into a vase she just had straw flowers in it. You could also, she said if you're going to use it for water, just not to put the wool around the top and make it loose enough that you can slide it down so it won't get wet and stuff. But she just tied this around there with the wool behind it, and it's really, really cute. And this in there to work on it is banding, so you don't have to worry about unfinished edges or any of that. So I really liked this one. It was really cute too. So I was excited about those. That was all my round robins.
Number 1.
In number 1.
Number 2, when I came in, the first one that we got was from Sue Hillis. So this was the design little pin cushion, which is really, really cute. And this kit is pretty amazing. So we got all the floss we need to do it. The batting for the inside, the fabric, the needle, some boarding for it, and then her husband stained the outside of the hoop, so
yeah,
the
her
hoop
husband
to finish
stained
it
the
in. And then also and then the buttons, she said the smaller button that goes on top is an antique button, so all that in there, that was pretty amazing.
And this one was kind of funny because Melina was supposed to be in the number 2, but no one told number 1 that ours was over, and so Sue Hillis handed all these out to everybody in there and started talking, and then they told all the number 2 people that were waiting outside, get in there, you already started. And so then they booted all the number 1 people out, so it was kind of funny, a little bit of a snafu there, but
we got it sorted. But
I was kind of excited because had all my stuff packed up thinking I was done, and then they started going, and I thought, well, maybe we have 7 people, but hope we didn't.
So the other thing I got was this patriotic pin drum, which she said you could finish into a pillow or a drum, so that's the best view I can really get you of what that looks like. But it's just actually a printed cross stitch. It's not actually stitched, so it's all the stuff to finish that into the drum in that little package. And then the next thing, the silver needle was in ours, and she said she was not a designer, so she couldn't design a chart for us. But she gave everybody, and there was a bunch of different varieties, so this was one of them. But other people got like a felt donut or cupcake, and there was I think there was another kind of one of these. I can't remember, but I got this little owl. It's like a pincushion thing filled with sand, so he's pretty hefty. And there was all that came in a bag with some candy and I don't know, maybe something else. I can't remember, but there's that guy. I also got in that one this chart from Meridian Designs, who does the bikini ladies. This is the Genie bikini because she said she loves I Dream of Genie. So she gave all of the beads, the Krennic, the DMC, and this is hand-dyed fabric from Under the Sea Fabrics in there to finish her on. So it's a pretty cute kit. And the other designer that was supposed to have made something, I'm not saying it right. She had something come up where she wasn't able to actually get it designed, so she gave these pins to give to everybody. So everybody got different ones. So I got these little pumpkin-y ones, which will be cute in a fall finish. And last but not least, this is the kit from Lindy Stitches, and I love this turkey.
Yep.
I really love this one. So, and it comes with everything you need is in here, the finishing, the trims, even these little pins that are stuck onto the turkey, and then all the hand-dyed floss that it's called for is in there. So
Yes, this awesome.
yeah, I was really excited about this turkey. I'll take it out so at least you can see the chart better. So
It's so cute.
that's really cute. So I was gonna start that, but I was so tired. I was like, I don't think I can count where to start and everything.
Yeah.
So I didn't actually end up starting it. But
So, yeah, my sister and I really liked that one so much that we went up, that if the designers had anything left over from their round robins, they gave them to the they gave them to the Inspired Needle, and they put them in their room with all their goodies, and you could go purchase them later. So my sister and I both went and purchased that turkey because we loved it.
yeah.
And it came with all of the stuff to finish it and everything, so we thought that was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Then the next day, after being crazy and shopping all over, that was Thursday. That was before the Meet the Teachers, and then after the Meet the Teachers, it was shopping. And it was really funny because when we were coming down the elevator, Beth Twist from Heartstring Samplery was standing at the elevator waiting to go up, and I said, if you think you're going to have any of those T-balls ornaments left, then you're crazy. And she was like, oh no. She's like, can I just go and curl up in a little ball? But we're like, no, you have to come in and let us have T-balls. So she was taking pictures of everybody that was in her room because she said my husband will never believe it, but everybody was lining up waiting to get the T-balls, and everybody's like, oh, I need the T-balls, and it was crazy. The line, and then in there was crazy, and waiting to check out was crazy, but it was fun, and everybody was talking and laughing and having a good time, so that was fun, but it was pretty funny. And then for the second round robin, this was on Friday. The first one we got was I Stitched with Susan Green Davis. And it says, a thread's tail is never long enough. And then she gave us the fabric and some wool and the DMC and then this needle. Gave us all that stuff in there. That was our first one. And then she had some, what she said was vintage candy on the table. And everybody was kind of looking at it, and she goes, well, the candy isn't vintage, it's new, but it's made after a vintage candy. So everybody's like, well, when's it vintage from? That was funny. And then we had Erica Michaels, who came and gave us this cute little, she said she really likes working with wool, and so as you can see that there's cross-stitched leaves, and then the bloom is cross-stitched in the border, and then the this is all made with wool, and it has all the wool and some needle magnet and a pin back in case you wanted to make one of the flowers for a pin. And she showed us how she does these flowers and gave us helpful hints of working with those, and then gave everyone a glue stick also. That was really awesome. And it has some cute pins in there. And she puts like the pins in the middle of the flowers. It was really cute. And then we got this, I don't think this has a picture either, but it was a cute little box. It says thank you, and it has a cute little bee stamped in wax. And it was this gorgeous, and all these were different too. I was lucky I got the one that had purple. And then it has a little, here's the floss pack. So cute. And then it had the linen to make a little, it will fit into this part of the scissor fob.
That was a little bee, right?
Yeah, it's a little bee. I don't think there's a picture of it,
No.
but there might be. It's kind of a picture of it. I hope you'll be able to see it. It's a bee with a crown, like a queen bee.
Yeah, you can see it a little bit.
So I thought that was really cute. It's all packaged very nicely and all that. Cute, cute. Cute, cute, cute. And then Kathy, who was in there, was telling everyone that she said that this one was, well, she said, I didn't say this, but Kathy said it was the best one of the round robins. I don't know if I agree, but it was very cute. And it was packaged like one of those crackers like they get at Christmas time and stuff, and it had this around the ends of all the crack to make it look like a cracker. And it is very cute. I really like it. It's another scissor fob. I'll get it so you can't see the chart. So it is this witch with spiders hanging off of her skirt, and it says spiders. And then we got the fabric and all the floss and the stuffing, and of course the chart. And it was very cute. I really like that a lot. But I think my favorite one was this one. The Heart's Content by Maureen Appleton Sorensen. She is known as the 1/1 lady, and she gave us some helpful hints about working 1/1 and all of that. And everyone passed around their models, and this, I mean, it was absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to make that. But it was gorgeous, and all the flosses are in here, and she has them all labeled with what number they are, and all the finishing. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Another one we got was, this is by Needling Designs, Off to Market. And she said it was kind of like, reminded her of going to market. The Galleria was, we're all shopping and all that, so. The red truck, and then it had all of the flosses and the finishing fabric. It was really cute. And she had hers back cut, and then she had a fake leaf, like an autumn leaf over the thing. It's really cute. I don't know if it's really my style, but it's very cute. It has a little sunflower charm and made with love charm. And she had them hanging off the corner of the little pillow. Very cute. And then the last one was Winter Wonderland. It's a tag. It was done on paper by Summer House Stitchworks. And she said she likes to give people an opportunity to play with different mediums, and a lot of people have never stitched anything on paper. It has the silver paper in there and all the flosses and all of the charms. There's a ice skate and some snowflakes. Me, I will probably not make it as a gift tag. I'll probably just make it as an ornament and use some pretty felt behind it and get into an ornament. That was that one.
All right. So my second night, we had Nebby Needle for this needle book, and I'm not gonna take the time to open this, but it has. Well, I guess I will. So it's supposed to be made into on a pin. So she said she's always losing her needle book, so she made it as a pin so you can pin it to your shirt or your couch or wherever by your stitching area, so you'll know where it is and you won't move it around and lose it. So it came with, you know, the linen and stuff, but the part that and the felt to do the pages. But she also included these little pins in there to get you started. So those are cute, and you can't really tell that from the front picture, but those would be in there. So that was really cute. I like the little bee theme. I did take a picture of the finish of this on my phone. She has a picture on here, but it doesn't really show it how she finished it. But she made it into, it's a little squirrel, Happy Squirrel by Romy's Creations, and she made it into a pillow, but she used this felt on the back and cut it into a heart shape, but also so you could tuck your scissors in the back of it. And she included the felt and the linen and the backing fabric, and also one of her threads that's used for the main part of the squirrel, and then the other color for the squirrel. So everything's in there.
Some people said they thought it was a fox.
Well, she said she was being inspired a lot by foxes and squirrels, so I was like, maybe it's like a fox-squirrel hybrid.
It's a foxy squirrel.
But it was, I thought it was cute.
It is cute. I like it.
And then ink circles was also in ours, and so she said she oftentimes wearing something where she finds she doesn't have a pocket to put anything in, so this would solve the problem because it's like a little purse and comes with everything you need to make it. So it's on banding fabric. It's got all the beads and everything in there, and then also a silk floss, and it came in 2 colorways. So I got the pink and tan, I guess I would say, and then the other one was like was more close to this, but I don't even know if it was this exact colors. It was like a purple and orange, and maybe it was, I don't know. I didn't get a close look at the the floss that was in the other one, but that was the one I got. The other one in this class was I think she's Brush Street Design Works. I don't want to show the chart, but it was a little, I didn't have a picture of it, a little Dracula face that she stitched on paper, got the floss in there, and a Halloween pencil. Then the other one was Hands-On Design, and this is another needle book. So we were heavy on needle books in ours.
We had scissor fobs. You guys had needle books.
So that is really pretty. She gave everything you need to finish it, but the part that I thought was really cool on it was that she actually took the time to stitch together the back part of it. So all you have to do when you finish the cross stitch is, do around and turn it and finish it. But you didn't have to figure out how to sew the pockets on the inside or any of that. She did all that hard part for you. And it also came with the little big needle charms that are on the front of it.
Oh my gosh, that's cute.
Yeah, so now all the floss on a little ring. So
she is the sweetest person.
Yeah, it was really cute.
She is so nice, and my friend and I were walking around on the floor, and she was the designer. Well, where all the shops were, we were walking around, and she's like, "What are you doing? Getting your step?" I said, "Yeah, I'm trying to get all my steps in." And she was like, "Well, how many do you have to go?" I said, like 8,000. She was like, "Oh my goodness!" But I mean, all the designers were so nice, and it was so much fun to meet them. Everybody was very, very nice and fun, and I don't know. It was good. We had a good time meeting everybody.
Yeah, we did. So to finish out my round robin experience, there was a miscommunication with one of the designers, so there didn't end up being a project for a sixth project. So Kathy gave us the needle minder from the Needlework Galleria for that. And then when we went out of the room, this was the one where there were supposed to be 7 designers, and there wasn't really a mention of the 7th design in ours. So I think that there's going to be some kind of something that will come out to us that were in that class to let us know kind of what happened or see what that will do. But I mean, the things that I did get, I really did like them. So we'll see what happens with that. It was a little bit disappointing, but it wasn't the end of the world. So
It is,
we'll
after
see.
all, cross stitch.
Yeah.
But she's supposed to be
Yeah.
making it right for
Yeah.
all the people that were in that round
Yeah.
robin, because we had 7, they only had really 5.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens, but I liked a lot of this stuff that I did get,
Yeah,
so.
got some good stuff
Yeah.
too. And then this is the book, we forgot about talking about that, but this is the book from the Galleria, and it has a little bit of like just little things, and you can always make notes in it for all the shops. I don't know if all of the shops had one, but I think they did. And then on the back, it showed you what number of suite everybody was in. And that's where all the vendors, there were a lot of, last year there was only 1 floor, so this year they had a few more on the 3rd floor, and then this is all the 4th floor. So it was a lot of fun. We saw a lot of people. We got to see the Sunshine Stitchers in real life, or as they said on their Flosstube, out in the wild. So we got to see them and talk to them for a while, and they were really nice. And of course, Pam and Steph were there, and
There were a lot of Flosstubers there.
yeah, there were a lot of Flosstube people
There was
there.
a lot of people there.
There's a lot of people.
Yeah,
there.
we met Diane, Mon Dot Stitches, and she
Yeah.
came up and introduced herself, which
Yeah.
I didn't know she was going to be there, so that was cool
Right.
to meet her, as I've been watching her.
And then I can't think of the name of the person that Vicky met. She's like, "You look familiar," and then because my sister said, I can't think of her channel name. The 911 Stitcher. That's who it was. She talked to her for a while. She was filming for everybody, so to show them what the Needlework Galleria was all about.
We didn't do any of that. Sorry.
And Laura was there,
Yeah.
the pattern queen, and
Yep.
but we knew her from.
And a lot of people
Retreat.
from Retreat were there, so it was really cool to see them again.
Yeah, we
and
got to meet up with all of them again, and
I went and crashed the table with them for a little
Yeah.
while, so
that
it was fun.
We had a good time. Then purchases. Okay, my first purchase of the whole entire Galleria was from Judy that was at our retreat, and she makes these project bags, and she had them up in her room. So I got this one for, probably give that one to Alyssa for Christmas. She's not stitching a lot, but she could have a nice project bag. And then this one I got for myself. I thought it was hysterical. All these cats at the movie theater, and they're eating their kitty corn, and they have their Swedish jellyfish and whatever. It was so cute. It was a big bag. So cute. Probably should give that one to Alyssa. That reminds me of Percy, but I'm keeping it. And then this one, of course, is for someone else for Christmas.
I saw nothing.
So that was my first purchase. I went up to G. I said, "You brought your project bags. Let's go to your room and check them out." So I went up there and got some project bags. And then, of
So
course,
our first purchase of opening of Galleria was
the
T-balls.
The T-balls.
So as Mom was saying, that's the room we went to first. So
Yep.
we got them. I actually did start mine, but the
We're-
lighting was.
We're actually on Beth Twist's Instagram because we were in line waving, and then we were in the room purchasing. So
I started mine, so you can see I got a couple stitches on it.
not really far.
The lighting was not the right lighting to try to work on this
It
and
was
in there,
not.
so I had to give it up.
It was crazy in there. And then I also got some charts from Beth. I got T is for turkey. And I don't have a problem with coffee. I have a problem without coffee. I'm gonna make this for one of my friends. But I love her charts. And I had to show her my gobbler rides again on the horseshoe. She thought that was awesome. Okay.
We both got this. We wanted to take this class, but it was on Saturday after we were already going to be leaving,
Right.
so we didn't end up signing up for it. But when we went in there, it actually had gotten canceled because not enough people signed up. But she had the kits, so
all the stuff.
everything you need to make it is in there.
And the base painted and everything.
So I was excited. Bummer that the class got canceled.
And then
but-
after we didn't sign up for it because it was going to be so late on Saturday that we didn't want to stay that long. And then one of my friends that actually met at the retreat, but she'd actually lived in Bloomington Normal. I worked with her when I worked at the health department. She said they actually canceled the class. So we were excited that we saw the kits.
Because I wanted to take this, so that was exciting.
That was one I wanted to take also. Then from I don't know, I went into Teresa's room many times. Shakespeare's Peddler. I had to go in there and see Teresa a lot. And she said she put this on the last day. It's not goodbye. See you later. But I had to get this 40 count shrinking violet, which is gorgeous. It's probably not really showing up that good, but
Kinda.
it's very pretty. Because this was actually I got this on Saturday, but I got the chart that I wanted to do it on earlier in the day or earlier in the week was the blue flower night walked down. I'm sure you've already seen this on many other floss tubes, but it is gorgeous. And actually the model was stitched on the shimmering violet.
Shrinking violet.
Shrinking. The shrinking violet. So anyway, I can't wait to start that. I love that. So pretty.
That's really pretty. So if Mom has enough fabric left over, I might take that from her
Yeah.
and do one for
And
myself.
then I also got this cute little chart there by Stacy Nash Primitives. My sister actually finished this. Mostly, she was working on it at Galleria, but then she worked on it in the car on the way home, and then she got it finished last night when she got
She
home.
only had about 9 more stitches
Yeah.
when we got home.
So and then I also got this rooster there too, la-di-da. Rooster. It has a little chicks underneath there. So I liked that one. That was another thing I got from Shakespeare's Peddler. And then, this fell into me. Basket, Hildy's Brew by Bendy Stitchy. And I think she was selling quite a few of her charts there. She had, I can't think of who was selling them, what shop, but I think she sold quite a few of them there. You wanna go with some of yours?
Sure. So I got this pumpkins from Erica Michaels. And
This was mine, Eric Michaels.
So I want to do these. I gotta get some orange fabrics.
Scary Berry. And then she gave a little notebook to her notepad.
Summer House Stitch Works.
Yeah, what did I get?
I got this Baroque
Got this.
elegance chart. I thought it was pretty, but I'm definitely not stitching it in brown.
This is Sophia. A Baltimore Bride. And then I got this pretty little Seattle to stitch for a very nice friend of ours that is letting us leave our car parked in her driveway in Seattle. And we are going to be in Alaska next summer for about a month. So that was pretty nice. And so I thought, oh, I should stitch her up that pretty little Seattle. And we'll see if I actually get it done. But I got this fabric from Silk Weaver fabric from Needleworker's Delight in New Jersey, where I plan on being in October. It's opal.
It's Lugana 32 count dusk.
Oh, so pretty.
You can kind of see it if you put it this way.
Wow. So pretty. But I thought this would look good on. The colors would look pretty. Can't wait to start that. But I have to wait till I get home from vacation. So I'm not taking it. Only paper. And some Ada.
Alright, I can say what I got from Silk Weaver. Okay. This is 32 count Fairyland opalescent from Silk Weaver. It's linen. I was really focusing on buying fabric, and I wanted to get some fabric for my mermaids, so you'll see a trend here. I also got, this is called Mystical Seas. This is a 28 count linen, also from Silk Weaver. Not opalescent.
But beautiful.
And this is not for a mermaid. This is 32 count opal Lugana in I don't know how to say that. Something stone.
Mookaite.
But how could you resist that?
It's beautiful.
So it's really pretty.
I like that.
So I shall find something that I want to do on that. Then I think that's all I got from Silk Weaver. Yeah, it is.
Then from Fabrics by Stephanie, I got this Twix and Tween 32 count linen. What does it say, Ada?
It's not.
Just circle, it's supposed to circle.
13 by 18, yeah.
I can't see it very good on these. Take it out. Sorry for the crinkle. Oh, that's pretty. That's gorgeous. I don't know what I'm putting on it. Well, actually, I think I might put Miss Isabel Black on there. That's a black cat. And then I got the 40 count Snowdrifts. Oh, it looks like sky. Yeah.
It's hard to see those light colored ones
That's
in
my
here.
thing. Anything that looks like sky. And this one is a 28 count Lugana Night's Watch.
It's pretty.
Yeah. And I thought this looked like a pretty spooky kind of sky or something,
It does. I like.
so I might do something spooky on there. I don't know.
It's pretty.
It's gorgeous.
And then I got from Hand Dyed Fabrics by Stephanie a 32 count Lugana in Caribbean blue. You can't really tell that it's that blue, but it's bluer.
No,
It's way
it's-
bluer than it's showing up here.
It's very,
It's very aqua.
very Caribbean blue.
Very aqua colored.
Yes.
It's really pretty. And I haven't actually stitched anything on Lugana, so I wanted to
Oh, you
get
haven't?
no, not anything big. So I wanted to get at least one Lugana for one of my mermaids just to see if I like it
I
better
like
or
it.
worse or what than linen.
I like it. Okay, from Nikki's Creations, I ended up buying the Liberty Girl. And then Summer Scissors
I
Sampler.
didn't know you got that one.
Yeah. And then some fabric. She always just tucks them in one of the bags, but yeah, I like this with these roosters on there. And the chickens. And last year I got the Halloween Girl. Haven't started it. I really wanted to buy all of her girls because I liked all of them. But I didn't.
Do these ones next.
Do these. Okay, here's my color and cotton. Cotton. I bought, everybody talks about it so much. I've never tried it, so I got 2 of their flosses that I thought looked kind of oceany. And then sterling cashel 28 counts that I thought looked kind of like a spooky sky.
Wintry sky.
Wintry sky.
Gray.
Kind of grayish. Autumn sky.
What are the other?
Some kind of sky.
It's always a kind of a sky.
Oh, I told Melina my pretty little shadow will look good on a fabric that looked like sky. And she's like, really? Imagine that. You think something would look good on the sky. Okay. Had to pause to feed the dogs.
Hungry dogs.
So anyways, more stuff I got, and I think I got
You got that at
Silver Needle.
yes.
Okay, my Silver Needle purchases. I got this. Praiseworthy Stitches. This little cute scissor fob.
It's real cute. And it's full kit, everything in there.
Yep.
Nice. I like those things like that.
This one. This is not really a full kit. Doesn't have the flosses, so I kitted it up.
Oh, well, I guess, okay, besides the floss, everything else is in them.
It has the button and
The Google eyes.
the eyes and the ribbon and all that, and paper and all that. And then I got a bat, which I finished one of these bats before. Oh, there's my bat that I did.
Mom has
So,
to give me all her
I got a purple
Halloween
bat.
stuff because she's never here, so I have it all.
Yep, so I got a purple bat this time, and then I got this witch. All this battle stuff. Witch, come fly with me. And it has all the stand and the head and all the.
Got pretty much everything but the
I don't think
floss,
it has
right?
the. I think it has the linen.
Oh,
Like her
yeah.
dress is on. I don't think it has that on.
Bummer.
So I thought, oh, oops, that's on fabric, so I'm not gonna take that on vacation. Then I got some ballpoint needles to
I
try.
don't know where I put mine, but I got
28
one of those.
count.
I got one of those too.
She got
I don't remember which ones they
28
were.
count. We got these from Teresa. And then I got 26 count from another store. Don't remember. I got all of these. Well, I got other flosses too, but these are ones.
Some of them
Some of the ones I got
from Inspired.
from
Needle.
Inspired Needle. Yep.
Yeah.
They had a lot of flosses. And then I got all of these from Sue Hillis Designs. It's a crabby day without a stitch to cross. Try and read backwards.
You got it pretty good.
And witch's stitches, but I'm gonna have to change her and make her hair purple and
Her dress.
her dress some other color. I don't know what.
Green.
We can make it dark purple or something. Oh, it's cute. And then we had to get this because count twice and stitch once.
So
We're just gonna leave the and off.
center the stitch once,
Yeah.
and maybe change the colors.
Yeah. And then we thought we could make, like, maybe get a project bag made with that.
Yeah.
It'd be cute. And then I got my Lindy Stitches cookie. There's the pins. So cute. Thank you, Lindy. Stephanie. And then I got this chart, but I don't remember
You
where I
got that from the Inspired Needle.
Oh,
I know where she got everything from. And then my last things. Okay, so I got this one from Meridian Design. She had some under the sea fabrics in there. So this is a 32 count linen in shimmering sea.
That's pretty.
And it's blue. None of these blues are really coming out quite
No,
what they actually look like, but it's pretty. And then my piece de resistance fabric is from Under the Sea Fabrics. This is a 32 count linen called Nessie, and I got a half yard of this, so it's huge. But this is gorgeous.
So pretty.
I love this piece of fabric. So pretty.
It is pretty.
So I can probably do a couple mermaids on that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I gotta pick which ones, but love it. Gorge. And my last purchases on Saturday, which I was trying to resist going into and buying things, is Rosewood Manor. I got this. She had her jeans stitched with this on it, and it's included the waist canvas in there, so the chart to stitch those. I just thought it was pretty. I don't know what pants I'm gonna stitch it on or whatever, but love it. And her new chart, she had the model in there. It was gorgeous, and I love the colors. Are like a lot of teals on this, so Turkish Delight. I bought that, and she had the fabric, so I went ahead and just bought that as well. So it's a 32 count linen from Picture This Plus called Rubius.
So pretty.
So I don't have the floss for that, and I can't start it until I finish one of my other Rosewood Manors. That's my rule to myself.
Good rule.
And that was all we bought. So if you don't like haul videos,
You don't like haul?
I
Don't
guess-
watch the entire video.
it's too late. If you didn't shut us off already, you're probably wishing you
Because
did.
we had lots of haul. That was what we did.
So,
And then
but
to make a long video, just a little bit longer, I do want to say some shout outs because I haven't said shout outs for a long time. And I have watched some new people.
I'm not letting her read the whole list. Don't worry.
No, I'm not reading the whole list of everybody I watch because I watch over 100 people, so you don't need to know. You can hear me talking about them, so anyway.
Just teasing.
I know. But I watched Stitch Roadie, which is Anna, and she is new. A lot of people have shouted her out. She was pretty funny. One of the first videos I watched, she said, well, I have this piece of fabric right here, and here's my chart. It will fit on there. And then she's like, I could hear everybody screaming, no, 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 don't do it. So, yeah, she learned that it's not going to work. But she's pretty funny. She cracks me up, but she never, ever says her name. She says, hi, Flosstube, and then starts talking. She never says this is Anna or anything. So I had to go back and watch like her first one because I didn't know her name. She didn't never say it. And then I watched, trying to find the people that I said knew. Okay, I watched Niecy Lynn. She's funny. She did her first Flosstube, and it was just like she's always done Flosstube. She wasn't nervous or anything. She showed a lot of fall stitching, and it was a lot of things that she had packed up because she had been moving. And she was going to try to do the finishing weekend, which was this weekend with Kismet, Diana, and Michelle Bindi Stitchy, because they were doing their international finishing weekend. So she was going to try to do that with them. She was fun to watch. So anyway, those were two of the new people that I watched. And now I have some other new people to go watch because we met them at Galleria. And I don't know. If you ever get the chance to go to the Needlework Galleria and you want to spend a lot of money,
It's the place to
it's
do
the
it.
place to go.
And you can meet a lot of the designers that are
Yes.
there, so that's really cool too. If they have time,
I
they have
think,
time to chat in their rooms, which they usually, if you catch them,
yeah,
they'll make
like I
time to
said,
talk.
we were walking around in the shop area, just walking around and around and around to get steps, and they were all getting ready to go out to dinner, and since they're rooms or behind their shops, they were all walking out and they would talk to you. They didn't care. They were very friendly, nice, every single one of them. I don't think there was anybody, there might have been a couple of rude patrons, but other than that, the designers and everybody else was wonderful, and it was really nice to meet everybody, and they were all just wonderful. So I would say definitely go if you get a chance. It's fun. So,
Yep. I think we went on for long enough, so
Yeah.
Mom will be on vacation. You won't hear from us for a while, so
and we'll be gone for 2 months and probably not filming anything. So
unless I get the urge to do it by myself, which I wouldn't count on, we probably won't be back till Mom gets back. So
but
we'll be on a little short hiatus, but you'll hear from us once we get back and have a chance to catch up after that.
right, I'm gonna be in Ohio, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, West Virginia,
She's gonna be all
and
over the place.
Virginia,
I feel
and
like
North
you might
Carolina.
have said this before.
Those are all the places I'm gonna
You'll
be.
hear a recap when she gets back.
And I'm planning on going to Needleworkers Delight. That was at the Galleria, but I'm planning on going to their store and hanging out with Kathy of To Die House. That's my plan, and hopefully I can meet up with Cheryl McKinney. Maybe when I'm in Virginia, I'm closer to her when I'm in Virginia than I am when I'm in West Virginia, because I'm way up here in West Virginia and she's bad.
We'll see.
We'll see who I meet up with and who I don't, but it will be fun, no matter what.
All right. Well, thanks so much for
Thanks
watching.
for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Leave a comment, whatever. We'd like to hear from you. So
We'll
that's
catch
all.
you next time.
Bye.
Bye.